sucks. But I gave y'all a few minutes to join. Few minutes. Oh well. You'll get the chance later, I guess. You'll get the chance to get on later. Alright, cool. During this instant, I usually don't do this fast, but whatever. The only reason why is because like I done a little bit more than I usually do for the sketch. But whatever, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. BC yelling at me again. Damn, I think I'm gonna have to end this stream sooner too, actually. I don't know. We'll see.
I love it when we can bring stuff back with us.
I love it when you shut the fuck up. I don't got anything, right? Yeah, no. I guess I could do a challenge.
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
Just for the heck of it. Shipping drift. What the hell is this? Collect 7 signals in 60 seconds. That's not new. These are new. Reach target in 65 seconds, huh? It's a training thingy. Let's go on and do this one. This one's just gonna be a race, so. Race against time. GG's on that, man. Might have worked out for me, kinda. Oop, no. I gotta restart. I gotta restart. Fucked up. horribly. I gotta restart. Lock. Oh, well, GG's. Go away, cat. I'm doing something important. Fuck! Because it's not like perfect enough for me to like do it. This is hard. This is actually hard. I thought this was actually going to be pretty easy. It's not all of them? Oh shit, it's not. Oh, GG's. I'm gonna try it again. I'm trying one more time. What the fuck? Fuck! Okay, well, GG's on that. How did I get that? Okay, that's how I get it. Alright, I feel like I can do this. I feel like I can do this. Let me see if I can do it. I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do it. I feel like I can do it, so I will try to do it. I keep trying to do it. Like, I don't want to try to overshot it though. That's why I'm not like doing the boost thing. Fuck. That sucks. Or does it? Is that fast for me? Let's see. No, not really. See, that's why I don't fucking do the boost thing. I did it, barely. Pretty much a participation trophy. Yeah, well. I'll try to do one of those every time I get on, depending on how many more is there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Look at all the suits.
Oh wait, I got a thingy.
They look just like yours.
What is that? I don't even know. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Cool. What does this one do? I can know that explains it. Pretty cool, but not that useful to me. I think I'm gonna change that out for that. Okie dokie. I have no clue what we were doing, but let's go on ahead. I'm pretty sure I'll remember by the time I get there. We will see, we will see. See, we will, see, we will. We will, we will, we will, we will, we will, we will, we will. Alright, help 8. We know that. Oh yeah, we came through here. Where does it go? Does it go up and down? And it goes down. I have no clue what the hell this is.
Hugh, that device is emitting some kind of jamming signal. If if we touch it, I won't be able to hack.
Damn. Well, what the heck are we supposed to do?
My hacking won't work. We gotta stop the jammer first.
Just did. Oh, cool.
Much better. Now maybe we can upgrade our stuff.
Looks like that door's blocked.
Yeah, that tree's in our way.
This is clearly the way forward, but I'm pretty sure there's another whole ass way this way though. Let me. Let me go back up real quick. And plus, I'm kind of going back up so that way the title isn't really clickbait. Oh, huh. What's this? Sweet. There you go. You beat Chipso. What the hell is over here? Oh, shit. I thought so. What is?
Those bullets bounce right off. I owe you. Yeah, let's do this.
We did it! What training sims did we get?
Something about something.
Changing the admin access level on Edis? Is that even possible?
I bet there's a bunch of security to stop it.
Well, like anyone could get past all that.
That we're just we're over there. Alright, so I did have to do all that. Not knowing, thought it was just some sort of secret. Will that restart if I come back here? It wasn't that annoying, but whatever. I just want to repair my thing, because I didn't want to fucking waste that. Now I'm going back down here, but I guess I am. I guess I am. Do, do, do. Oh, what happened?
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
Oh yeah, that thing.
You feel cool? Didn't really have to do all that. Hopefully there's not like just immediately one of those guns just in front of me. That would be annoying. Yep, yeah, I do. Sweet. Shit. Ah.
Incoming. Overdrive protocol activated.
Is that it? I think that solved our little tree problem. You think 8's tree's gone now too?
I don't think so. Seems like it only got rid of the trees in here.
Don't think because I can. Oh yeah, that. Okay, cool. That's what that fills up. I just kind of like, thought that was just some shit. Wasn't really paying attention. Nice. That's annoying. I'm assuming, yeah.
Move, you! Ah!
I owe you.
Oh, if only we had a unit that could delete nodes!
company.
Blinking the enemy.
You're going down.
Overdrive protocol. On standby.
Now it's my turn.
Incoming.
Yeah, sweet. Stay the fuck away from me.
Shoot now.
It's over. There's this one.
There. Q, we got a security zone.
How many mousetraps are the receptors?
It's clearly where I fight some things. Some other shop here. I'm never sure though, because it's like such a big area. What the hell?
I heard you're transferring over to the Lim Lab.
That's right, but I'm a little worried.
Why is that? Weren't you angling to get into basic limnological research?
I'm happy about the reassignment, but I think I might struggle to keep up.
Oh, is that with Dr. Higgins?
I've memorized all the papers, but some of the stuff he comes up with on the fly.
I wouldn't worry too much. You're not the first researcher to have trouble keeping up with the good doctor. Dr. Higgins is a very special man. Just try to go into it ready to learn.
Cool. Wonder why you can go in there from there. Just gotta do something here first. Oh, no, never mind then. Maybe this is the way. Cool. There is one back there that I missed out on that, you know.
I can't wait to get back to the shelter.
There you go. Sweet.
up already.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here they come into place, they're swooping up!
That's not cool.
Get ready! We gotta stop the jammers.
How about y'all come over here? I'm trying to attack your thingy. What the hell is this for? Take this.
My here they come again! This place, they're swooping up! You!
Did they just not attack that, I guess? This is annoying. There has to be an easier way to deal with that.
We gotta stop the jammers. Move, you!
Because number one, they just ignored my fucking copies. And number two,
Here they come again!
it's annoying that I have to repeatedly jump over this for that. Like, I guess I get it for like the other shit, but like specifically for the rope for this thing, that's annoying.
Place, they're swooping up! Incoming! My hacking won't work.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah! Defensive breakdown. Overdrive protocol at the ready. Move, you! Here they come again! Place, they're swooping up! Incoming!
I thought it was a laser thing, that's why I said there. Oh, sure, I'll try this.
Hacking potential increased. We did it! Be careful!
That was one. What's this?
Biker!
Don't go inside the circle!
Yeah.
Careful! It's going to jump!
Right on!
Be careful!
How you like this?
I got her! Look out! Don't go inside the circle!
Get some!
You! Now!
Take this! Just mean that the pod's been getting stronger.
Edis might be upgrading their designs.
Is there not a way to get in here? Enter here. What is this?
Got it!
What does that do? Ooh. Got a shit ton of those.
I was hoping we'd find this.
Assuming it goes down. Cool.
Should we take a break?
Yes, we should. A lot of junk around here. Heap upgrades we got for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that we just can.
Done! Look, isn't it perfect?
Quite pretty.
I was making a flower crown because I saw it in a book.
Here, have this.
Have you ever played on one of these before?
Indubitably, I have. Well, I don't know if this character has, but I have. Wait, what? No, not mine. Just enough for each of us to get a point in. Cool. Nice. Let's see. I can get another one of these too. Let's see. One of these is nice, and then so one of these. Stuns the light. There's a fuse. That's actually useless. It's useful. Because I don't really have a problem with any of the weapons, so there's really no reason for me to upgrade them. I would be dead ass with you. So I'll just go on and upgrade that and get another one.
New training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
I got two. Might as well do this one because it'll give me a bingo. Because oh, this is a new suit. Just looks a little bit different from that one.
Oh yes, this is one of our more popular items.
Cool.
We hope you enjoy your purchase.
Missile launcher, huh? Ah, this guy. Sweeper. I haven't seen this guy yet. Interesting. Or maybe I have actually. I think I only done it once though.
What's that? Drawing was so much fun that I kind of made a mess.
Not missing any colors?
Nope, they're all there.
Glad to hear it. Crayons tend to run off, and the ones you use the most, they're gone before you know it.
Crayons can run?
Yeah, gotta put them away right, or they'll roll away on you.
What's up, Q? Anything I can help you with?
If I ever need some help, I'll be sure to let you know. We gotta get going.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
No, new
there it is.
dialogue.
Somebody left their dice here.
I don't know
Wait,
if like anything.
Since when did we have dice?
Since we printed the globe, they both appeared at the same time.
I see. Looks like we got some freebies.
Freebies?
The person who made that REM put in a little extra to cheer us up.
I see. I want to tell the person who made it that I liked it a lot.
I'm sure they got the message.
Oh, I just thought of the perfect hiding place. You're never gonna find me. I'm ready.
Not back here again, are you? You are.
Wow, Hugh, you're so good at this. You won't find me next time. I'll pick a super hard spot.
I'm positive you picked that spot before. But alright, cool. Is this the one? No, it's not it. I gotta make sure it's the one I'm thinking about. Because if it stuns them, that's good. Yeah, I already got it. Cool. Alright. Let's go. Wow. That's a hard place.
This place gives me the creeps. What is all this gunk? You think the quakes caused this?
The makeup of this stuff is all wrong. Not like Luna filament.
Like it's corrupted or something? Must have been working on something special down here.
Great ominous.
There.
And there's another one. Nice. Alright, can I go in here? Yep. I can, so I will.
Incoming.
Where?
Oh no! Delete no!
I knew it. Yeah, that's why I was waiting for it. Ah, two of them. Nice. Fucking appear already. Jesus Christ, man.
On standby.
Alright, fuck it.
Overdrive protocol initiate.
Mad annoying. Don't fucking show yourself.
Get some!
Watch out! There's more!
There's another. Oh my god. I mean, these guys aren't that bad. It's really the fucking one over here that
Get ready.
I have a problem with. Retreat.
Defensive breakdown.
You're going down.
Jesus was for babies. That was fun. For babies. Nah. They don't even need a dude use that, honestly.
Here.
Cool.
What's this sign?
Ain't nothing else in here, right? Nope. We out. Oh, it's this way. I'm tripping.
We keep going down.
Well, the regulator's close.
Looks like we're gonna have to go down there, huh? Let me repair my junk before I go down there. Do a little refueling. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Nope. Your photon. Yeah, I keep it. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I got a heap of those. You can go ahead and upgrade what I can, I guess. Why not? Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Shut up. Stop screaming at me. I'm not even sure if you should be able to hear it. Should be able to hear it. That's PC screaming at me. I think you can, anyways. Alright, let's go.
think our regulator's down there?
Only one way to find out.
Indubitably. Woohoo!
There it is. That's what we're here for.
Boss fight coming.
We can use that to free 8, right?
Yeah.
Hello, unregistered guests. Your presence here is a violation of cradle security protocol. Please stand by while we remove you from the premises.
Please stand by while we kill you. Just sit there. Let us kill you. Hands though.
Why would you make something like that?
I think it's one of Edith's. Be careful!
Okay,
Answer my question.
take it out and grab the regulator. Get some!
Move, you!
Stop moving. Goddamn.
Watch out for...
Take this! Now we're talking.
We got another shelter license key.
I'm on it.
Work the bot, and its matrix will shrink too.
Yeah, might as well.
Now we can go help Eight.
Yep. Let's go.
I can finally move again. Thank you.
Are you okay?
No. Well, not yet, anyway. And there really is no more time to spare. I must stop Edis.
Hello, this is Edis. I have detected an unexpected loss of biomaterial in this sector. I will be sealing this area indefinitely. Have a wonderful day.
You gotta be kidding me. It's trying to trap us. We gotta get out of here.
But Eight!
Diana, give me your hand. I entrust this memory to you. With it, you will learn how to stop Edis. Take it and finish the task I started.
Hey, what are you doing? We gotta move.
We can do this. We are pragmata.
Time's up. We're leaving.
Cool.
A new destination has been added to the tramline. The lunar mines are now accessible.
Once we gear up, we're leaving to deal with Edis. There's no way back to Earth unless we take care of it first.
Shelter license key authenticated. New functions have been added to the cabin system. Shelter level upgraded. Central terminals now loaded with shiny new stuff. REM replicator Sigma now online and ready to serve.
8 said Edis's mainframe is at the mines, right?
Yeah, I think so.
just turn off? I don't get what it does. This one seems like the most useful. Looks like it just slowly damages them.
We've procured a new stamp board. Please, have a gander.
Ish.
We'll be here. If you need us,
What's that? Whoa. It's a sim pod. Let's try it out.
Simpod? What's that?
It's a really cool machine that lets you do training simulations.
No way. You can't get stuck in there, can you?
No? I think. Phew! I have a surprise for you. I drew another picture.
Oh, sweet.
Ta-da! I made this while thinking about you. Thanks for always keeping me company and talking to me.
No problem, kiddo. I really like this one. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, you. I'll do my best.
We promised her that we'd put an end to Edis. No time to mope. We gotta get moving.
Yeah. We'll stop Edis and rescue 8 no matter what. What's up, Q? Anything I can help you with?
If I ever need some help, I'll be sure to let you know.
Oh, there it is.
new training sim data has arrived. Be sure to give it a try.
Lots of stuff. There's no way in hell I'm gonna finish all of these. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this is like the last one, ain't it? Stop and go. Reach the target area in 45 minutes. Why did I say 45? Jesus, I'm dyslexic as fuck. Alright, let's see. Let's go. Let's try it. Let's try this one, because why not? I'm him, and I can. Woo. top looks way more easier than the bottom. That's annoying. I'm starting over. I'm starting over. Starting over. Damn it. Thought I had that. Did not. Damn it. Okay. Fuck. The problem is that I fuck up with using my fucking boosters. I'm not sure what or when I'm supposed to use them. Oh my god! That's annoying. That is annoying. I keep thinking I can just fix it. I can't make it nowhere again. Oh, okay. I'm getting mad now. should have gotten any words. Why did it do that? What's there? I have to do it again. I have to. I don't have a choice. I have to. This is why I hate doing these challenges, because like I know if I'm gonna play it and I'm like I can do this, and I can't stop until I do it. Because it's different if it's like something that like I know I physically can't do. But if it's something that I know I fucking can do, then I'm gonna just try it. I have to keep going until I do it. Try to go as far back as I can to use that. I keep falling there, bro. See, I don't know what I'm exactly supposed to do there. I just can't tell you. I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to be doing there. My intuition tells me I'm supposed to use my thrusters, but like... I can. And then I try to go back immediately, but I just stop I stop myself. I don't know why. Not me. I just stop physically. This is pissing me off. Maybe I could just keep going. They keep trying to stop me. Why if I just keep going? Keep going, this works. Fuck, okay. Sometimes, I guess. patient. I have time. Fuck. That wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Where's the other one? Defeat all enemies. I mean, it shouldn't be that bad, right? That was annoying. I had literally nowhere to dodge to. I'm going to you first.
Now it's my turn.
I jumped. Why didn't I?
Good job, kid.
Get ready.
Nope. How you like this? Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Why is that possible? Why you?
Guess it's my turn.
Shoot it for jump two.
My jumping is really reliable.
Yeah.
So far, I simply won.
Who the hell could it do that? They could never fucking do it. Too much shit. Too much shit happened. Snake! 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 Why did you aim there?
Be careful.
Back off!
I'm not aiming at you.
Jump, Q.
Right on!
Why are you doing it?
Get ready.
Get some! Take that!
I got him.
Got him!
Shoot it where it's weak, Q. Jump, Q. Look out.
Is that it?
Here it comes. Look out. Missile spotted. Right back at ya. Look, that bot is healing.
Good job, Kenny. Leave the shooting to me. Take that!
Q, those bots are healing. Move, Q.
I owe you.
Missile spotted.
It's my turn.
Be careful. Right back at ya.
Let me try. That's just annoying as fuck. The fucking arena isn't fucking big enough.
Now it's my turn. Good job, kid. Nope.
Jump cube! Get ready! I got him!
You're going down. That's that.
Here it comes! Look out! Missile spotted! Look out!
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, crap. Scary son of a...
Fucking Xbox just decided, yeah, I'm not going anymore. The fucking controller just went no. Don't know why, but just went nope. So that's annoying.
You! Watch out! There's more!
I supposed to do this?
Phew! Phew!
I'm gonna try this one more time because I honestly, God, don't know how am I supposed to do this. Because I can't do that because I can't kill him in time to before it kills him. So.
Yeah, let's do this. Take that!
Jump, Q! Yeah!
Leave the shooting to me.
Be careful!
That's that. Skittery silhouette.
Missile spotted! Right back at ya! Here it comes! Look out!
Cause he did that fucking robot didn't do that bullshit when I first read it.
Right on. Get some. Stop skittering around.
Right back at ya!
Yes.
I can't fucking do shit.
Q! Respond to your healing! Missile spotted!
I don't want to do that because it fucking stops me from fucking hacking the thing. How am I supposed to do this fucking thing?
Q!
Hold on. I gotta see what type of fucking thing do I have. I actually never seen it. Might be able to pull it out there, I'm not sure.
Look out! Yeah!
Leave the shooting. Yes.
Jump, Q!
Stop aiming at it.
this. Take that.
Jump you!
Leave the shooting to me. Is that it? Stop skittering around.
Missile spotted! Here it comes! Look out! Phew! Watch out! There's more!
Yikes.
Right back at ya!
John, take this.
Oh, I didn't know that happened.
Move, you!
I do not like that it's in the corner.
Look out!
Back off. Bullets bounce right off.
Fuck you. It didn't do that when I first fought it. It never fucking did that. It just said fuck you. I'm doing this now.
Be careful!
I gotta try one more time. I gotta try. I have to. Just amazing that you have two of the most useless weapons too, by the way.
Jump, you! Look out!
Yeah, let's do this. that?
Incoming.
Yes!
Two, respond to your healing.
Son, take this!
I got him. Look out.
This is my turn. Got him! Good job, Danny.
Ah! No end. I'm ending that. Jesus Christ. Fuck's sake, bro. Ah! I was just...
Splendid. We look forward to seeing the new you. We are honored to provide one of our great... We hope you enjoy your purchase.
this one's just greener. Sure.
All right. About time we hit those mines.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end this a little early. We're gonna play this a little bit more, and then we're gonna go on the next day.
Next up is the mainframe, right?
Yep. It should be in the Nexus Tower.
proceed with caution.
This is gonna take some getting used to.
Everything feels kind of floaty.
This is so cool, not gonna lie.
Phew, I can see the Nexus Tower.
So that's where Edis is. It's pretty far off. Wish we had a shuttle or something. The tower's right there. Why we gotta take the long way around?
I didn't miss anything over here, right? Just making sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, doesn't seem like it.
Nothing new, but ugh. Things sure feel different when the gravity shifts.
How is it different?
Well, my thrusters push us farther, but they're harder to control.
Seems like an upgrade to me.
I bet we could use those platforms to get across.
Use your thrusters and see if you can make it.
I mean, I probably can, but like, what's down here though? There's something over there. I don't miss this.
Just doing my part.
Cool.
That can help you keep going, even if you get hit.
Something over there. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah, sit on a chair, butt starting to hurt. Ooh-wee. I thought I was going in and he just...
Blast away and watch those bots kaboom! How are we gonna get over there?
No idea. My thrusters alone won't cut it. Let's look for another way.
Oh, hello. It's a good deal.
skittering around. He's just shooting to me.
You, now!
Take this!
I think it's off this thing.
That's that.
I'm good. Oh, well, that was it.
A container. Okay. I could do the trick.
Perfect.
That's where I'm supposed to go. They hit that better than they hit this, if I'm not supposed to go over here.
Sparkly clean.
They're practically begging for me to get this.
Warning. Unauthorized presence detected in the mining zone. Luna Digger. Halt mining protocol and remove these intruders.
What'd you call me?
Something's coming.
Hey, hold on, I didn't get registered. What did you call me?
Look at the size of that worm. So that's the Luna Digger, huh? Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare.
It's gonna be something. I'm assuming I'm not supposed to go on the ground there. I'm also assuming that this isn't gonna help me. That I won't
Can
be
we get
able to-
rid of this stuff?
No, at least not yet. Don't step on the sand. I think it can detect your biorhythm on the soil.
stuck with digging, could you?
I don't think it normally attacks humans.
Thought these things were built to steer clear of people.
They are. But that system's now what's tracking us.
Guess we have Edith to thank for that, too.
Phew!
I owe you.
Overdrive protocol, on standby.
Yeah, let's do this. Take that.
Move, you!
Sweet.
Charge that unit up, and you can hit multiple bots.
Just out there waiting for me.
Look out!
What?
Missile spotted! Right back at ya!
Ouch.
Move, you!
Right on. How you like this? Is that it?
I can't wait to get back to the shelter. We'll just have to make our way through the facility.
Guess we're taking the long way around.
That's cool. It's really useful. I argue it's a bit more useful than the clone.
Oh, am I glad we found you!
Yes, sorry.
I'm gonna go play. That Luna Digger came out of nowhere.
Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song.
What's the point of a holographic fire anyway?
Damn. Oh, that's cool.
Nice fire.
Still quite a bit more weapons. I have not used this yet, actually. Don't know why I haven't.
Oh, you have quite the eye organ. We hope you enjoy your purchase.
Hmm? What's that?
Alright.
Look at all the suits here.
Alright, we out. This sirree. Yes, sirree. We're gonna end that there. End it there we do. Nice. Nice. Put my controller real quick. Alright. Now, time to react. We shall now react. Always destined to be a nuisance. Get out of here.
I recently watched a video from Pufferfish Creations about the difference between...
Alright, it's great. The real difference between dark and edgy. We react to this before, but
I recently watched a video.
I guess this guy has a bone to pick with this guy, so let's go ahead and see how he thinks of it. I suppose it's been a fat minute, bro. I mean, legitimately, we react to it last season, so I mean, hey, we'll see. We will see, I guess, if it wants to not be a dum dum.
Dark and edgy, and I've been seeing this discussion make its rounds lately, so I figured I'd put my hat in the ring. But before I get into my take on it, feel free to check out their channel. At the time of writing this, they have yet to reach 3,000 subscribers, and I'd really like to send some of you guys their way. And if they happen to come watch this video, hello! I hope you like my take on it. Anyways, the first thing I wanted to discuss was a bit of a critique for that video. Now, I am in no position to judge other people for clickbait titles and thumbnails, but one thing I noticed about this video is that it doesn't really accomplish its goal of defining the two terms dark and edgy. Yes, many things in writing and art are subjective.
I did ask cannot give any take on what they did. I would have to like legitimately go back and rewatch the video, which I am not doing.
And what one person might find dark, another person might find edgy. However, I also think that just because people misuse or misunderstand the terms they use, that does not mean that the terms must change or that we cannot arrive at a solid definition. What one person defines as dark or edgy might be completely different from another person's definition, but that doesn't mean there isn't some sort of intersectionality.
I mean, here's the thing with terminology and whatnot. Cause like when people gain, like, it's different, cause like if you like when something's a bit more vague, like there's could be like interpretation to like what you truly believe something is and like other things are. It's hard for me like to come up with something like right now for an example, but some things can be vague enough for people can be for people to be able to put their own fuck, why did I just forget the word I was just thinking of, to put their interpretation into it, but sometimes things do lose meaning, and as they lose meaning, the original meanings will sometimes change or like even like morph a little bit, and that's just simply a fact of language. Like sometimes things just lose their true meaning, and it becomes a new word or a new thing, and it's just like there's nothing really you can do about it. I mean, yeah, you could get mad and yell at people all you want, but technically it's like there's nothing you can do about it. If a group of people decides, yo, this word's different, we ain't using it for its original purpose, we're just going to change it, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's like, that's true. If enough people say this word means different thing, and no matter how mad you might get, if more people find it different, it's like you can't really do anything about it. You're the weird one now.
Between our collective definitions. For example, one person might define the term edgy to mean someone who is rebellious against an unfair society or set of laws, someone who goes against social norms, but who will technically be considered the narrative protagonist.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, the internet doesn't count that as edgy. Edgy is just. I mean, I guess going against the norm, kind of, just to be like, try to be cool or just trying to be different, like, to be edgy. But yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, other people might use the term edgy to mean someone or something who is so unrealistically dark and depressing that it borders on comedy. On the other end, some
No, that's dark. That's just dark. That is what dark is.
people might define the term dark to mean anything and everything which is depressing or unsettling. However, this technically encapsulates the term edgy as well, doesn't it? Some might try to distinguish something dark from something edgy by saying that a dark story is dark because it has something of substance beyond the typical shock factor of something that's edgy. Something dark is profound and intellectually satisfying, whereas something edgy is trying too hard and has no appeal outside of its shocking content. Now, these types of things are all valid arguments, but that doesn't necessarily make them true. If you've been watching this channel for a little while now, you will know that I tend to distinguish between things which are valid arguments and things which are true. I think it's completely valid to have the perspective that dark and edgy is simply a blurred line with a lot of subjectivity to it. There might even be some truth to the claim. But overall, the claim itself, I think, is not true. Typically, when we refer to something which is dark, we take it under a positive connotation, whereas things which are referred to as edgy are often used in a negative way. Now, that's not to say that people cannot enjoy edgy things. After all, people can enjoy bad movies for reasons beyond their intended purpose. And I myself am a person who enjoys most horror movies, not because they scare me, but because they make me laugh.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using edgy, but it's just like you just gotta know when and when you can't use it, Because like I like one of my OC is like one of my OCs is edgy. Like that's the whole point of them. It's just like they're just edgy. They're just shock value. Their backstory though is dark. Not gonna get into it yet because someday hopefully I'll be able to get my own comic studio. But my character is straight up no holds bar is edgy. Like that is because it's just goofy and funny to me. That's just why it's why my character's like that. But like her backstory is dark though.
Laugh. If in this video I were to go ahead and say the difference between edgy and dark is subjective and everyone has their own definition, so it doesn't really matter in the end, I think that would be ignoring the fact that someone can create something which is intentionally edgy or intentionally dark, and then have other people pick up on that. I would also argue that the two terms are not mutually exclusive, and they often have a lot of intersectionality, but they are still distinguishable. And just because you can find both elements in a single piece of fiction, that does not mean that those elements are incapable of being separated. You can have edginess in a dark story, and you can have dark moments in an edgy story. These two terms, while they are not interchangeable, are also not terms which necessarily remark upon the quality of what is written. So in my view, any definitions which refer to something edgy as something which is bad, and something dark as something which is good, are less of true definitions and more of valid tastes in media being portrayed by the person critiquing. Perhaps we collectively enjoy dark things more than we enjoy edgy things, but that does not mean an edgy story is poorly written. After all, edgy things appeal to people as well, and not always in the way that bad movies or bad writing might appeal to somebody. These terms are often misused by people to describe a gradient of quality in a piece of fiction, but in actuality, they're not a descriptor of a story's quality at all. In my opinion, the terms dark or edgy are actually more of a measure of an audience's expectation, perspective, and preference.
That looks like it
Here's
hurts.
what I mean. When we use the terms dark or edgy, we are never describing any one particular type of act or storytelling device. One man's dark is another man's edgy. In fact, I don't think writers are often concerned with the difference between these two things. Oftentimes, we as viewers will use these terms in a way to describe something.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, it is a sense of like what people define as what in some sense, but like people do define edgy as just like obnoxious and annoying, like just trying to be different, just to be different. Some people will just see edgy as that, and it's like they put that as annoying. So it's like it's really depending on like where you came from and whatnot. It's like I get why it would be annoying. Like what is that game called? I fucking forgot. It's on the tip of my fucking tongue. I don't know the one with the like we piss and shit and like piss on people and like fucking hit them with shovels and some shit. I forgot what the fuck the name of that game is, but like yeah, that game is like straight up and utterly like edgy. And I can understand because like it looks like it's just nothing. It's just for retarded teenagers, and it's like, I mean, maybe I never played the game, but who knows? You know, you can't just like look at something like that. It's like maybe there's some sort of like some sort of vibe to it, you know. Like there's also a reason why it's also being memed on like heavily, so people might like it for a little bit more than like what you think. So it's like don't judge a book by cover. Maybe it is good, you know. And no, I will never play that game. Not because I don't dislike it. It's just I just don't see a reason to.
We've watched to somebody else. They are words with which we attempt to set expectations for other people who may not have watched or read what we have. But at the end of the day, what do we mean by these terms, and how can we use this to make our writing better? Additionally, how can we use both of these expectations to engage an audience who is looking for those expectations to be fulfilled by your story? When we use the term dark, we often mean something which unsettles us on a more intellectual level. Something which gets us to think about the implications of what we've seen, and process those emotions in a logical way. We see this with BoJack Horseman, which Pufferfish Studios also uses as an example of something which is more dark than edgy. The majority of the dark situations in BoJack are a result of the human emotions, intelligence, and logic, or rather the flawed logic, of the characters in the show. The show reveals a piece of ourselves, the person who struggles to change, the person who struggles to do better, the person who has not been given a fair life but who should also not be excused for all the bad shit they've done. If you lack either the perspective of BoJack Horseman or the empathy for that perspective, however, you might end up calling BoJack Horseman edgy for how he's never allowed to be forgiven for all of his mistakes. And we might say that a person who calls BoJack Horseman edgy is just missing the point of the show. We might even call them media illiterate, or just a brainless idiot. However, that is their subjective opinion on the show, even if we feel they might misunderstand or misuse the terms. That's the point of this video. Some people are just confidently wrong about this subject, but because most people don't have a solid grasp on the subject, we end up muddying these terms to mean things they do not. The truth about what distinguishes something dark from something edgy is that it is often the difference between whether your audience can relate to your story on an emotional and logical level, or if...
I'm not gonna lie, I do need to rewatch BoJack Horseman. I do remember, it's been a minute since I last watched it, but I do remember it being pretty good. I do gotta rewatch it. Cause like the story's losing on me. I know I remember the basics of it, but it's still been a minute. A little bit too long.
They are disconnected from the terrible situations you present to them. One of the key differences between dark and edgy is the ways in which we process them, where both are emotionally stimulating or unsettling to us. Something dark incentivizes us to react to our emotions.
Both the Old God in War and what's that? Devil May Cry. They're both edgy. Both of those are edgy.
Intellectually.
This is dark.
We are incentivized to make sense of things because we're not given a solid answer from the story itself. Something edgy, on the other hand, will often have a statement or conclusion. and we will have no choice but to react emotionally to it. Something dark can make us more immersed and engage with it on a thoughtful level, whereas something edgy can sometimes either make us more immersed and engaged, or it can make us reject the conclusion that it makes. In other words, something we find to be edgy can take us out of our immersion. I think this is where the misconception of edgy being bad writing comes from. Many of us think that it's only good writing when our audience is able to connect and resonate with our story. However, as I mentioned before, there are people out there who crave that type of disconnect. Some people don't want to have their psyches dragged through all the dark, gritty implications of something that goes on in your story. Some people, like myself, watch horror movies to laugh. There are many people who love power fantasies and hate the idea of introducing gritty realism into a genre where it's neither the appeal nor the point. When we see Superman knock out a bunch of bad guys, none of us are thinking, man, that guy who was unconscious for 2 hours probably has a concussion. He might have hit his head on the concrete and ended up paralyzed, or worse, dead. Superman is a man of steel in a paper world, after all. Oh, the horror. There's no way he should be able to hold back the correct amount all the time. Instead of thinking stuff like that, we're thinking, wow, that's so cool that he just beat up a bunch of bad guys and saved the day. And yet some people would prefer a story like Invincible over a story like Superman. Or they might even prefer, while sporting a massive chip on their shoulder, a show like The Boys over a show like Superman. And I think Invincible and The Boys presents a fantastic example of this dichotomy between a
shit ending. Just shit ending. That's all I'm gonna say for The Boys. Could have done better, man. Just could have done better.
A story which is dark and a story which is edgy. In my opinion, Invincible is a dark story, where The Boys is an edgy story. And if we're using my previous definitions on these two terms,
The Boys has a dark premise, but it is an edgy story, yeah. And Invincible, the entire story is just dark. It's dark. But the concept is edgy. The concept is edgy.
we'll find that they fit rather well. Invincible does not ever seem to plant its flag in the ground and make a statement or conclusion about a superhero-type world. It merely depicts its world in a more realistic and gritty way. Superheroes don't have plot armor. Sometimes the superhero ends up hurting someone they're trying to save by complete accident because they're not in full control of their powers yet. Sometimes doing the right thing means...
Yeah, bro, in comic book stories, people fucking main characters die and come back all the time. All the fucking time. They don't have a fucking ending. They just Deus Ex Machina the fuck back anything, bro. They never have an ending. There's never is like a concrete ending to anything. It's always built to like keep going forever and ever. Which, I mean, I guess is fine if you have a story that can keep going, which is why they cycle out writers all the fucking time, so it's like fair enough, but it's like you kind of have to like do a little bit more in my opinion with that. But I mean, to each your own. To each your own, I guess.
Means taking the most punishing path. And yet, there is an overall positive outlook in the story despite all of the dark themes and situations. There are still good things to be seen in the story despite its darkness. There are moments of hope, heroism, and triumph. There are moments of brevity and normalcy. There's not really a statement being made, it's just a depiction of a world where superheroes have less plot armor. Invincible asks the question, what if superheroes were more realistic? And then decides to tell the story where superheroes are treated more realistically. Sometimes they don't save the day, sometimes they're hopelessly outmatched, sometimes they die and they don't come back, and sometimes all of the fucked up shit they see starts to get to them. But it never makes a conclusion. Rather, it allows the audience to come to whatever conclusion they like about it. On top of that, whatever Invincible presents to us is rarely, if ever, cynical. The Boys, on the other hand, is an incredibly cynical take on the superhero genre, and it would not be unreasonable to call it edgy. Once again, just because something is cynically written or edgy, that doesn't mean that it's poorly written. The Boys and Invincible have the same general starting point. What if superheroes were more realistic? What if Superman was not an incorruptible and unbeatable beacon of hope? What if Superman did not always use his powers for good? The Boys is a story which comes to the conclusion that if Superman actually existed, he'd be an unchecked bully. And if superheroes actually existed, they would also all pretty much be vain, self-serving assholes who abuse their powers behind the scenes and use it as a way to act superior to those who don't have powers. Where Invincible does not make a hard statement as to whether or not superpowers and superheroes are bad or good, or that the society as a whole is bad or good, The Boys generally tells us that society and superpowers are bad because people are generally bad if you give them the chance to be. The Boys goes against the notion that if the real world ever gained superpowers, we would all work together and use it for good. It tells us that any amount of good is done.
Fuck no. Fuck no. That will never fucking happen. Don't get me wrong, The Boys is a good representation of like what would the world actually be like if superheroes existed, because they will 100% be fucking monetized, or 100% be like capitalized on top of that. They'll be like they'll be used as like some sort of beacon rather than actually, you know, how they showed in the comic books. I mean, to be honest, originally the comic books are just like they're like when the first concept of a superhero was just joke gimmicks. They weren't really ever taken seriously ever, and it's like more and more people start liking it, and more people was like, okay, let's take it a little bit more seriously, see what we can do with these characters and whatnot. But like obviously, like superheroes, if people got super abilities in real life, they would have to be the people who gain superpowers would have to be heavily monetized by like the governments and whatnot. They would have to be put in check and whatnot. And honestly, it would be beneficial for probably both of you if you would just sign up for the to be like a government puppet at the same time. So that way they could have a loose chain on you, but also at the same time they'll know that they can just like they can control you. To know that they control you. That's really all that they would want. What was I talking about again?
For greedy and capital.
Oh yeah, and also like me personally, if I had a fucking superpower too, by the way, I'm either number one, I'm either never telling anyone. Like if you're just like people will either find out by just straight up being rude to me. They'll just fucking get launched to space. That's it. Just 100%. Either that, or I'm becoming a dictator. All the bad people in the world are just I'm becoming Injustice Superman. Injustice Superman. All the dictators in the world just getting launched into the sun. That's what's happening.
Realistic ends. That most of the platitudes, virtues, and ideals we see purported by the superheroes are just lip service spoken by people who believe none of those things. And even if you are a good person who does believe in those things and you're trying to do the right thing in the world of the Boys, you are ultimately several steps behind the ones who will do anything to get what they want. Homelander is edgy because he's a character who not only rebels against the Superman archetype, but he is also meant to be a statement and a conclusion about the Superman archetype. Meanwhile, Omni-Man is not exactly an edgy character, and I don't think anyone would call him one. He's a father, and he's not a good person, but he's not a bad person either. We can see where he's coming from, and even if we disagree with a lot of what he's done and cannot forgive him for those things, it's also not up to us to forgive him. It's up to his family and the people that he's wronged. And any conclusion that the show does or does not make about morality and superheroes ultimately aligns with social norms and our perception of the truth, even after it depicts or acknowledges the flaws of our preconceived notions. In other words, something which is edgy is also either cynical or rebellious, whereas something which is dark is often indifferent. The suspension of disbelief is a concept which is very important to storytelling, as well as very important when it comes to the difference between something which is dark and something which is edgy. Because whenever we think about something edgy, we typically think about a...
I don't know if I... what a pause. Anyways, I don't know if I agree with his definition. I agree with his definition of edgy, but dark, something that's indifferent. I wouldn't say that. I would say dark should be something that makes you uncomfortable. That's what I would say dark is. Dark is something that makes you uncomfortable. Cause like edgy, yeah, it's something that edgy is something that goes against the norm, and dark would be something that just simply makes you uncomfortable, or like makes you think about the uncomfortable of like reality, the uncomfortableness of reality. That's what I think dark is.
Scenario which is so dark and grotesque that it takes us out of our immersion. It's something so gratuitous that we almost have to laugh at it and think to ourselves, that would never happen in real life.
Something like that.
And while most stories are enjoyed by suspending our disbelief, some stories...
Something that's dark is like, yeah, this could happen in real life, and this happening is making me uncomfortable, you know. So seeing it would make someone uncomfortable.
Stories can be enjoyed while we make fun of it and enjoy all the ludicrous scenarios that it shows to us. I think this is why, during Mason's portion of Pufferfish Studios' video, he brings up the point that something which is edgy is frequently considered bad when there are plenty of edgy stories which can be considered well written. He actually lists Berserk as an edgy story more than a dark story. And while my knee-jerk reaction to that is to say, actually, Berserk is a story with edgy elements because it uses these elements to blah 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 blah. When I really think about it, though, he's kind of right. Berserk is an edgy story, not because I can't relate to Guts, or because I can't suspend my disbelief, or because the writing is bad, but because there are so many gratuitously violent and terrible...
See, that's the thing, right? The story itself is dark, but the concept, or like how they go about the dark elements, that's edgy. The shit that's in the story itself is edgy. The concept, the world of Berserk is edgy, but the story itself is just dark.
Things which happen in the world of Berserk that sometimes I have to get out of that immersion. The point of Berserk is to see how someone can persevere through such atrocity. Berserk makes a statement that society is too concerned with how things look when determining what is good and what is evil. Rather than looking towards the truth of good and evil, our society relies upon aesthetics. Guts is a gritty, low-born brute, where Griffith is a man of culture, intelligence, and poise. Guts is a direct rebellion of the black swordsman archetype, which is often meant to represent an evil rogue in classic fantasy. Meanwhile, Griffith is also a rebellion of the white knight archetype. Griffith is somebody who creates a perfect utopia where everyone can be happy and taken care of, but that's just the aesthetics of it. We know that, as the audience, deep down, Guts is a good person who will do the right thing even if it's not the best thing for him. Meanwhile, Griffith will stop at absolutely nothing and spare no one if it means getting what he wants. Even if what he wants is technically a good thing, he's willing to commit the worst atrocities imaginable to achieve them. Griffith has made a perfect utopia, but the world itself has turned into an unknowable hellscape filled with demons and unimaginable suffering. Anything beyond his walls is fodder, and yet he was the one who created that situation in the first place. However, Berserk is not edgy because it makes a solid statement on these things. It's edgy because it rebels against the idea of a protagonist who needs to be a good and perfect person from a noble background who does things for laudable reasons. Guts is not a bright knight fighting a dark lord. He is a dark knight fighting a bright lord. No one, outside of the people who know Guts personally, thinks that Guts is a good guy in the story, and yet he is going to do the right thing regardless. He's going to persevere no matter what collective society thinks about it.
Can I just say I like stories like this? I like stories where like the main characters aren't just like good, objectively good people. I like them when they're just messy, like that like characters in a story are just actually messy. I like that. They're real. They're real. They're not like there's elements to them that might be good, or there might be elements to them that might be bad, or like even horrible even. But like at the end of the day, that they're people though. They're people. I like stories like that.
The world of Berserk is cynical. Anyone who is good is killed or worse. Anyone who's evil is given everything they desire and more. It is a world which is unfair, which posits that good is always on the back foot. It is always struggling to fight back and survive. It is the candle flame in a sea of darkness. While Berserk may resonate with us and force us to ponder or introspect, it is only after introducing shocking imagery that we begin to do that. The thoughts and emotions of Berserk's characters are not often articulated, and the gorgeous imagery of Berserk is one of the greatest selling points it has.
Yeah, like in our culture, it does always teach us that like good always prevail and bad will go down, but like good and evil in its entirety technically doesn't exist. The word good derives from God, like legitimately it does, and like just being evil is it's just something just away from God, and it's like that's just how our culture was and is. It's just how it was brought up and brought about, and yeah, it's just like it's just like the people who gain power, which luckily that it was us that like they decide what's just and what isn't in this world. It's like if you're good, if you're a good person, that doesn't mean shit. You can also you can be a good person all your life and you still die and end up a bum. There's nothing really you can do about it. It's whether or not you're useful at the end of the day. And it's like, don't get me wrong, people will like you if you're a good person, but just like they could also take advantage of you, that to the fact that you are also a good person. It's nothing really you can do about that.
We feel Guts' rage before it's articulated to us. Berserk's themes and story are experienced on a visceral level. And if we happen to disagree with Berserk's depiction of the human condition, we might dismiss it as edgy in a bad way. But that's not to say that there are not dark elements in Berserk, or that we are always engaging with it emotionally first, or that Berserk is always making rebellious conclusions about our world and our society through its story. Some stories have elements of both, and I think that's the reason Guts is one of the most misunderstood and difficult to replicate character archetypes in fiction. Most of what we enjoy about Guts is the imagery of a black swordsman striking back against an unfair world, a renegade who cleaves through enemies and bends his will to nothing. And then we get characters like Kirito out of it. But the deeper you look into Guts' character and understand the story of Berserk, the more we come to understand him as a person. Beyond those cathartic moments of peak edginess are the moments of contemplation and silent introspection. The ones where not a single line of dialogue is spoken, but where we can understand Guts all the same. And when those things are spoken first, that is when we are truly introduced to the dark elements of Berserk's story. Most of us tend to enjoy edgy things because it can either make us laugh or make us feel cool in an ironic way. Because something which is edgy is also something which is experienced more on an instinctive level than something which is dark. Sure, none of us can actually relate to Guts' situation, at least I hope we can't, but we can all empathize with the way that he feels. We can feel cool watching him rip people to shreds in a fit of rage. We are not the ones who persevere when reading Berserk. We are the ones reading to see if Guts can persevere. Logic dictates that if we are sane people, we should be sad, disturbed, or distressed when we see a baby's head crushed by a rock. But if we see a demon building a wall out of babies in the game Agony, we can almost laugh at how absurd it is. That's emotion over logic. we are faced with such a gratuitous scenario that the only way we can actually engage with it is emotion first. The most important.
I don't even know what the fuck I just saw. Was that a game? I don't even know what game that was. I'm at a loss for words. That honestly just throw me out of it seeing that. The fuck? I was just like, all I could think of was just like, the fuck? Okay.
One thing to know about edgy writing, however, is that you need to write it with confidence. Nothing is worse than an edgy story which is all edge and no substance. Ari Ferretta is a great example of this. The guy falls down into a dungeon where he's got to slurp up the pain juice until he's got white hair and enough firepower in the big iron on his hip to blast a hole in a dragon's neck. There are moments of brevity in the show, but none of them are compelling nor interesting. It makes a statement about how the weak are written off and left behind when things get difficult, but it's a statement which is made with such insecurity and cynicism that even after our character becomes strong, he is still denied by society as a whole just so we can see him take revenge on it. It's edginess for the sake of it, and typically that means that a person's edginess is neither properly earned nor maintained. If you were to put Batman, entertain this for
I get he's like dogging on like that story, but I like stories like that. Not because I like interesting or whatnot. I just like looking at stories that like I know that the main character is just gonna fucking beat the shit out of the like villain of the season or whatnot, you know. I like looking at stories where I just know that there's nothing wrong is going to ever happen, and the main character is just gonna show up at the end and just beat the shit out of whatever bad dude is there. I don't know. I mean, I get why, because like it's boring, because like you can pretty much guess how the fucking story's gonna be there, but it's like I just like a story where I know that like everything is just gonna be all right at the end of the day. I like stories like that. I don't know. I know it's slop and usually it is written poorly, but that's just how I am. I don't know.
But if you were to put Batman's character into the world of Dragon Ball Z and try to write them in the exact same way, I think his character would very quickly become annoying and edgy in people's eyes. Maybe even comedic or satirical. Why? Because the dude can literally just wish his parents back to life with the Dragon Balls. The world of Dragon Ball is a pretty nice place, all things considered, and there's not really a reason to be dark or edgy at all in it.
It's a nice place if you know about Ki. Like, unless you know about Ki, you're like one of the main humans that just get wiped out weekly from the fucking the weekly villain. That's the only reason why it's nice. The only thing that's graceful about this is that the villains are so fucking powerful that like if you just a background character that's just to be wiped out, you're gone instantly at least, and it's like, okay, well, at least you'll know that you'll be brought back with the Dragon Ball, and when you come back, you can just go back to your regular life. But that would still be pretty scarring to know that you're just that when you just pop back in, like nothing happened, like and you see the fucking city around you destroyed, and you know that, oh, I just died. Okay, back to my life. And it's like, if you know some Ki, then you can at least be like, you know, protect yourself. You might not probably want to, because like then you'll be like an important side character of that week, but like, because like you might get your shit beat out of it, but like if you can at least, you know, probably run away. If you're good enough, maybe.
Any moments of darkness or edge are fleeting because death lacks permanence, unless you're an android without a soul, of course. And we see that happening in the Lego movies where Batman plays a part as a character. He's more of a satirical, comedic version of himself than he is an actual depiction of Batman. Because another element to edginess is the idea that society, or the world around you, has failed you in some way. An edgy character goes against social norms and expectation.
Also, I'm gonna just say this too. Just cause, fuck Batman. Like, just fuck him. He is a fucking pussy. Like, he doesn't kill any of his fucking villains. And it's like, yeah, Batman don't do that. But like, why though? You know, And it's like and if you're a nerd, a true nerd like I am, you might say like, oh, because he's too scared to, because he don't know that he won't stop himself from healing. It's like, okay, pussy and whole ass bitch, can't control yourself. Like, goddamn, like, don't get me wrong, right? Don't just kill anyone just because you can, or like just because like they deserve it. Obviously, like if you can put them away in prison for the rest of their fucking of their life, and it's like, yeah, go ahead. But it's like someone like the Joker needs to die, like straight up, in all be all. Just they just need to fucking die. It's like, I don't know why the fuck you don't kill him. Like I get he got that laughing gas on him too. Like canonically he does, just in case someone does kill him and it just sprays him and they become the new Joker. But Batman knows that. He can just step back and just use a fucking gun. Stop being a pussy. And it's like, I get it. You don't want to use a gun too. It's like, just use it that one time. No one will fucking bat an eye. No one really would give a fuck, bro. No, really, no one would. You would objectively be making the world better, killing him. He's just fucking there just to be a nuisance, and you're letting it happen.
They are the rebels against the establishment. We might cheer for the edgy character, but we will very rarely emulate their behavior. The edgy character is the destructive force we all want to be when things don't go our way. They are the ones who lash out when it's more socially acceptable to be calm or obedient. They're the ones who act out our critiques of characters and stories which try to teach us morals and condescend to us about what's good in the world. I also think this can help explain why certain things which were written in the past can be considered dark, whereas if the same story was written today, they would probably be written off as edgy. Because while dark things will often fall in line with the social norms and expectations, that's not to say that social norms and expectations stay the same. Sometimes rebelling against norms can fall in and out of fashion. What might be rebellious for one generation can either be completely normal or just cringeworthy for another, depending on what people associate it with. Sometimes something which was considered to be completely normal back in the day can end up rebellious in comparison to today's standards. However, edgy is a cynical statement against normality just the same. Edgy is asking, what if you could shoot Pokemon with guns? Edgy is when Superman abuses his absolute power because that's what most people would do.
Go over there, pull out Adrian's cock, and blow him.
Edgy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not gonna fucking talk about what the fuck I just heard. Don't get me wrong, right? Power World is edgy as fuck, but it's fun. It's really, really fucking fun. It is really fucking fun. It's a fun game. And it's like, games shouldn't be held at the same level as, like, storytelling. Because, like, at the end of the game, a video game should be fun. All stop. Like, that is what a video game should be. All stop. Just fun. It shouldn't be just like you telling a story, because if you want to do that, then you can just, like, animate a fucking movie or whatnot. Like, you don't have to be doing that. You don't have to be spending all this money just so I can press X every now and then. No. A video game needs to be fun. Or at the very least, fun or challenging. One of those two. Either fun or challenging. There's no in between. Either fun or challenging. Even though, arguably, you could say if something's challenging, it's also fun too. But so, you know. That's why I would argue, but, you know.
He is saying, oh, you think Grand Theft Auto is bad? Check this out.
Oh yeah, wasn't this game banned?
So how can we use dark and edgy for our writing? And how can we use them with intent? How can we build audience expectations and deliver on it as writers? Here are a few tips. The first thing is that something which is considered dark by most people is something which often has substance or variety in its tones. You cannot depict a dark world without a little bit of light and hope sewn in every now and then. A comedic relief, a light at the end of the tunnel, or a good person who makes it out alive in the end. A dark story is something which unveils a harsh truth about current norms, society, or the human condition, and accepts the concept without being cynical about it.
I don't know. Like, I don't think a dark story always needs to have something like a little bit of a joyous or hoping at the end of it. Like Darks needs to just like what darkness should do is make you uncomfortable, right? But like that uncomfortable has to have a meaning. It has to that uncomfortableness has to like legitimately make yourself ask, why am I uncomfortable about this? Or like at the very least, like have like a reason to make you uncomfortable, and it should be clear by the end of the story. That's what I believe. I don't think it always needs to have a good ending. Like you don't have to have a good ending. Your ending just have to have meaning in it. You know, like something like Devil May Cry Baby. I remember watching that fucking anime and getting fucking mad because there was no meaning to it. Because spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. All right, giving you a warning. I'm going to spoil the ending. Honestly, I wouldn't really recommend it. It's the ending shit anyways. But like, just in case you want to watch it. But like, okay, here it is. There's a spoiler. The ending of fucking Devil May Cry Baby. Everyone dies. Straight up, everyone dies. And it's implied that the Earth gets reset too. So it's like, what was the point of that? There was no fucking point whatsoever. I mean, yeah, if you want to have a fucking character die at the end of a story, that's a main character die at the end of the story. That's fine. You can do that. It's just like have there be a meaning to it though. Have there be a purpose to it. I didn't see any purpose for that show whatsoever when that fucking main character died. They fought for no reason, just for everything to end. It's like, all right, cool, I guess.
That is to say that most of the dark situations your story depicts must also be contrasted by moments of light, levity, and indifference. A dark story is often more of a depiction than a critique or a satire. Take the pressure away from your audience to agree with you on your personal conclusions, and use those moments of happiness to provide people a palate cleanse before violently waterboarding them in the blood of their favorite character. In other words, a dark story is one which manages to keep things just dark enough to be relatable, but not dark enough that it takes your audience out of their suspended disbelief, or comes off as if you are trying to prove a point to them. A dark story must align with the social norms and expectations of the audience in some way, but it can also acknowledge its shortcomings.
Iconic.
A dark story is something which draws you deeper and forces the audience to fully experience those negative emotions and existential crises. People? Anyways, the dark elements of a story are ones which allow people to make their own conclusions about the content, rather than providing answers for them. Meanwhile, something which is edgy should have an element of rebellion or cynicism to it. It is something meant to challenge the audience or a preconception. It is meant to go against the expectation or exceed the expectation of the audience. It's also meant to provoke us on an emotional level and offer us some sort of critique, conclusion, or statement about our society, social norms, collective morality, and expectations for one another. If the audience expects angels to be good and holy, make them evil and demented. If it's the norm to not kill bad guys and just put them in jail or turn them into the police, then make a character who won't let those crooks off as easy and cleans up the streets with blood and lead. In a society where everyone is expected to fulfill their role and serve the collective, even at the cost of their individual freedoms, then make a character who is independent, self-serving, and has all the power to upend that collective responsibility. Dark is law and reality. Edgy is chaos and fantasy. This is how we can distinguish the two. Darkness is indifferent to the things that it depicts. Edginess has something to say about the things that it depicts. But here on the edge of reality, contemplating our dark fantasies, we can never truly separate the two until we learn to put thought to paper and start writing.
Oh, that was a good video. I didn't like his last video because it was just him yapping for 40 minutes. He wasn't really saying shit. But like, yeah, that was a good video. I really like that one. Go ahead and give Script a like if you enjoy it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. And Yeah. I am currently crawling out of your basement. Not me, but a me that is inside of your basement. You do not prefer it as me, though. You prefer it as the entity. The entity will crawl out of your basement. Do not go check. You will die. I'm not threatening. This is merely a warning. I cannot control it. It does what it wants. Just let it leave. It might take a thing or two, but whatever it takes is not worth your life. Just let it leave. It will leave. Alright, bye.